Hey folks, Happy New Year. Welcome back to this Caregiver channel. It's called Martin Cares. I do care, and that's why this channel exists. It's for caregivers. I'm providing for you an in-home process by which you can learn and be better caregivers. I'm a caregiver. I do it every day. So here is an opportunity for you to see it from a practical in-home perspective. Today our topic is care for the bedridden. There may be a couple of different reasons for this. They may be just declined to the point where they are confined to the bed. It may be as a result of an injury where they've come home finally from the hospital, but they are still bedridden. I'm going to be covering some techniques for how to care for somebody in the bed. A practical in-home process where you get to see how you can clean someone up who is soiled in the bed, as well as change out that bed linen to put fresh linen in without them moving from the bed. Now, these techniques are used in hospitals and other care facilities, and whether the person is able to help or not will depend on what kind of care you're already giving them. For example, if they've had an injury due to a car accident or a motorcycle accident, they may have use of upper body extremities, but not the use of lower body extremities, and therefore they're confined to the bed. This being confined to the bed doesn't mean they can't help, but they can't get up and do the normal bodily functions. But it also may be someone who has been bedridden for some time. Whether they can help you with these or not, these techniques will work in either situation. Here are the steps that you can take in helping someone who is soiled. It doesn't matter whether it's urine or stool, to get cleaned up and at the same time be able to change out the bed without that individual's leaving the bed. You're going to start with helping the individual roll. They may need a little help or a lot of help. Doesn't matter. Just get them to their side. Now, the cleaning process is one where you want to make sure, again, whether it's urine or stool, you're going from front to back. You do not want any of the soiled material going into the private area. Now, you will notice I've put down a towel to catch all of the dirty material in this cleanup. Also, we have wiped and cleaned the entire back area. Now, if there's heavy soiling involved, loose stool, you'll need more than just one towel. You may also need, probably will, to put the person back on their back so that you can clean the in between the legs very well. You can do a lot from the side by lifting the leg, but if there's heavy soiling, those are the techniques you want to use. Remember, in the cleaning process, you always want to go from front to back. You do not want any soiled material getting into the private area. Once the cleaning is completely done, we're assuming that this is dirty and everything else is dirty. Hopefully you're wearing gloves. You're going to coil everything, including the fitted sheet, all over. And you want to push it all down underneath the individual you're caring for. You're going to lay out another clean towel in order to make sure that the dirty items do not touch anything that you're going to place in that's going to be clean. So we now have all of the dirty area secured, and we're taking our new fitted sheet. We're going to put that in place. We're at a little bit of a disadvantage here at our home because this is a king size bed. going to be easier if your bed is queen, and even that much easier if your bed is a full-size bed. We're going to tuck that all underneath our dirty item. Making sure it's spread as tightly as possible, just as if you were changing out the bed with no one in it. Takes a few seconds, but the more you do it, the better the results will be. I am now on the other side of the bed, and I'm going to undo the other side of the fitted sheet, rolling it toward the individual changing out. I'm going to help her roll toward me, keep her on her side. Now, we want to finish up the cleaning process on this side. So while she's on this side now, we're finishing up the cleaning process. When she rolled a little bit, if we wanted to put her on her back then and do some more cleaning, we could have. But we're simulating the finishing process here. So at this stage, what we've done is we've taken the clean fitted sheet and we've actually stretched it out on that end, and we've done as much as we could on this end. This is not an easy process, but it is the process for getting done what you have to get done in order to clean a person who is in the bed, bedridden. Now we want to get all of the soiled items out from the individual, using our clean towel that's on top of it to help us maintain the integrity of the clean fitted sheet that we've just put in. That goes off to the side. We can now go ahead and finish the tucking in of the clean sheet. Bring the person back on their back. And we are finished. Now we'll do some more straightening out of this fitted sheet, but essentially you understand now the process for cleaning up an individual while also changing out bed linen. Now we didn't mention this in that demonstration, but if they're using a bedpan or can get to a bedside commode, I would consider that not confined to the bed. That is, they may be in the bed most of the time, but they're able to maneuver enough, they have enough mobility to get on the bedpan or even to get to a bedside commode. Now in the case where their person is totally bedridden and you're doing everything for them, you're cleaning, changing out linen, etc., have everything you need nearby. Washcloths, wash basins, towels, trash bags, laundry bags, very near to you so that as you clean them up, those things are immediately available for you to keep moving with the task at hand. The whole idea in keeping someone clean is not just to care for them with love and concern, not leaving them soiled, but also we want to prevent skin breakdown. This can happen when they're sitting in soiled materials in a soiled condition for extended lengths of time. We also want to keep bed mobility foremost in our mind. Of course, with doctor's approval, we want to sit them edge of bed as much as possible so that they can get off of their back, again, preventing shearing of the skin breakdown, leading to bed sores and the complications associated with that. Not good results when we have bed sores and that kind of skin breakdown. A little bit more on skin breakdown. It can further be prevented by floating the heels with a pillow, regular turning every 2 to 3 hours from left to right, right to left, using pillows to help alleviate the pressure of the body pushing into the bed causing what we would call pressure sores. Adding to your bed mobility, exercise arms and limbs as appropriate. That is, working around any potential injuries. We want to prevent contractures. That is, the lessening of the range of motion in muscles and in joints. We'll talk a little bit more about contractures in the future, but these are the things you want to do in order to maintain as much health for the bedridden as possible. Checking the skin on a regular basis, particularly for those who have cognitive declines and really can't do a lot for themselves and are not aware of soiling issues, is important. We want to prevent, again, that breakdown of skin, and we can do that by regular checks when we're cleaning them up, where appropriate and advised by the medical professionals. We can apply ointments and cream also to help with that process. Well, that's it on our care for the bedridden from a practical in-home point of view. I hope these tips will be helpful to you. Next time we'll be talking about the care for those who have experienced injuries. Like this channel, subscribe, make sure you give your comments. I'd like to hear from you. Until next Friday at this same time, be blessed. See you then.